Yes, Iceberg's the name.
Now I'm in a new series today with new Nashville, born and raised. Now he out here kicking it with me out in LA for a nice little interview and talk. My boy Bren Joy, how you doing today?
What's good? What's good? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, brother.
Good.
Can't
good,
complain.
Good.
Nice day out here.
Good.
So let me start at the beginning. I was impressed that you say you just started in 2018 writing.
Yeah.
Or so nothing.
Writing.
Just writing. So you've been playing music before 2018 or just
Like 2 years before I started in college.
Okay. What college you went to?
Belmont University.
Okay.
So I was a vocal major. So full sin. Full
Okay.
sin. Full sin on music.
Now interesting about the project named Twenties, talking about your transition through the 20s.
Yeah.
And college life is part of it too, I guess.
Yeah.
You talking about it. And I'm interested in like everything joyful and happy, but I know you have so many different genres, and I know there's some type of, and I know everything ain't good and happy.
Yeah.
I know it's some sad, not even sad, but like something low point or something, because you like to talk about the whole transition, you said, through your process of the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of like elaborate, talk about it?
Yeah. When I like started writing it, I think I really wanted to touch on things like if your 20s are all about the most pivotal times in your life. So everyone I've talked to that is 30 and up, they've all been like their 20s are the moments that changed their life.
Mm-hmm.
From there, like when I started writing, the first 8 songs I all wrote are all on the project. So it's just the first 8, I just threw them all on there.
Yeah.
But from there, like you notice a lot of the songs don't really have a lot of pronouns in it. A lot of them aren't about love. They're all about experiences. And like, I think one of the glue to the whole project is me figuring out like culture, especially growing up in Nashville. You don't see a lot of Black people. You don't see a lot of Black music.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was something that really like finding my sound and finding why, not why. It's even more than like being like, oh, why am I Black? I think it's like, why do I enjoy being Black? Like, why is it such a pivotal thing being Black, you know? So from there, like, I experienced, you know, there was some racism, there was whatever, like, and I had never experienced that till I got in college. And so that's when I wrote like Drag Race, I wrote Henny, I wrote stuff like that from that kind of place in life. And from there, like, that kind of really just created this whole bigger project that is 20s. You have When Martin Died and stuff that really kind of goes deeper into that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the essence of the whole album.
Whose voice is on When Martin Died?
My grandma.
I wanted to ask you that the whole time. Like, whose voice is talking? That's what I wanted to ask.
I did I was doing a random project over like growing up in Nashville, and we were recording her anyway, and she just started talking. And there was a lot that like I didn't use in that excerpt just because I didn't want to be a trigger to anyone. There was a lot of detailed things that I didn't really want to put in there. But I heard her talking, and I looked at my friend who was helping me record. I was like, yo, like, keep recording. keep this. And from there, we just snagged it. I had a homie throw keys under there and just really, you know.
Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play keys. So most of the songs I wrote, if not except for Sweet, I wrote at the keyboard.
Okay.
Just me and keys, and then we kind of me and one of my homies went in and just kind of really produced the whole project.
Yeah, because it sounds live, and also it sounds so many different instruments inside the song because you change up your flow, your tempo. You might start singing, you might start rapping. It might start as pop, then it's swing and middle hit R&B on you, just like the different transitions. That's why like he had to play instruments too much. Especially every song is different.
Yeah.
So that's why. And I got a question about, did you use the Mississippi Mass Choir in your song?
Dude.
What choir do you use?
All of it's me. The whole everything.
So like, So you're doing like multiple times singing for different tones to make it sound like a choir?
Exactly. I grew. When I started in music so I started singing pretty much senior year of high school.
Yes.
2016, I got into Belmont and I started learning about. I grew up on gospel and I wasn't singing anything like that, but I grew up surrounded by this Southern style, all these keys players, these drummers. So when I got to college, I really asked my professors like break down Kirk Franklin's music and Jay Moss and Jonathan Butler and all of them. I learned how to arrange background vocals, and so when I started writing, we basically just took I took each note and like stacked it 5 different times. Some I'll stack in a super airy voice, some I'll stack a little harsher. But literally all of it's me.
That's album. Amazing. No, I really thought you had like background vocals, background singers or something. Cause it just sounds so. Whoever mixed it did a great job because it felt so alive when the choir keep coming in. Cause you don't hear the build up. They just come out of nowhere when they do come in your music.
It's just pads and everything. We just throw under just different things. But yeah, it's all me.
So why no visuals so far?
Man, life has kind of taken over. That's something that we're really about to push out and people will see very, very soon. It's some really crazy shit coming up. But I don't know. Life really turned with the possibilities and the teammates that I now have start to get into my life. So that kind of unfortunately got put on the back burner. But coming very, very soon.
Yeah, I had to ask because it was a unique way. Cause I seen another artist do it before, but he did a different one. You didn't see his face at all. And he did no visual. It was just his music just blew. Yeah. Then later on, probably like 6-7 months later, he kind of like put his face out there. Yeah. So that's why I had to ask, like, was it like marketing thing or just like, hey, just shit. It just
it's life. We filmed a video actually for Henny, but life kind of got crazy that we never got to just, go in. But very, very soon.
No, they Henny my track. It's it's different. I didn't expect it. Like when I saw the title, I'm listening to him like he better know how to do like a 2-step like dance with this.
Oh, for sure. All of that.
Because you can man, don't do it justice making this song. Like I feel the like old school vibe in that song too. Like I sound like jam to my mom a little bit, not the Henny part, but like she a jam to it. Yeah. So that's so you got a wide range.
Dope.
So, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Is there any type of deep meaning behind it? Because you said you found your new religion.
Yeah. I went through a period of, really being selfish. And I think really wanting it for myself. And when I wrote that song, I didn't really know the story of Scottie and Jordan. And I saw a documentary, and it was a very literal song from documentary to song. I think I wrote the song, 30 minutes after, and it just really hit me that bond and that come up, and they both have the 6 rings. They both, that really spoke to me, and it's this whole project embodies I shot the cover art and styled it with homies. I produced it with one of my best friends who's family now. All my homies are playing keys on it, whatever. So it's literally a project I made for $400. And from there, I think so Scottie embodies all of that. It's a bit out there. It's a bit kind of crazy, but it's one of the songs I got to really do my choir moment on there and really showcase the side of vocals that I love, and throw a little gospel in there, throw a little religious background in there too. So just a hint. I
really like your hip hop, so you really got flow. So that's why I got caught up in it. Then after I listened to the words, this religion, 6 rings, okay, this something. Now it makes sense. Said 20s, something must have happened. So I'm now I understand the meaning of the song altogether.
Yeah. Friends, all of that, friends came and go, just bullshit. Man.
That's life, man. You gotta learn.
Too much. No,
that's the best experience, especially come out of your music.
Facts.
So, we still focus on this project or new music, later on this year, or just keeping the momentum with this 20s project right now?
Yes to all of that. Right now, we're snagging, finishing up visuals and all of that for 20s, and really just putting I don't want to move on until we give the full story to it, and really showcase the visual side of things, a lot of the styling, a lot of all of that. So I'm very excited to put it, like you said, a face to the music, and from there, like, new music coming. I've been in the studio since last June, so like there's some I've been able to work with some crazy cats too that like I looked up to, and now I'm able to work with them. So I have been pushed vocally, sweat, tears, all of that. So there's some really innovative stuff coming that I'm really excited for people to hear and tell me their opinion on. Cause
I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, for sure. So who is some of the inspirations you were saying?
I grew up, my older inspirations, I grew up on like the Freddie Jacksons, SOS, Gap bands, a lot of gospel music, a lot of the Luther Vandross, like that's where I grew up on, and a lot of rap as well. So you can hear kind of like the hodgepodge of stuff. Recently, I've really been into a lot of UK music. Yeah, a lot of the UK R&B, the Tom Mishes with the guitars and stuff in Twenties. A lot of grime too. Like a few months ago, I saw Skepta, and then I just got deep into grime music, and it's crazy. Yeah. It's so nice, and that's like really been inspiring me to really kind of like throw the heavy 808s, the hi-hats, the just really kind of take it there. So that's been like my main source of inspiration right now, is just that whole scene over there in the UK.
With the soul and R&B and pop and the hip hop and the jazz, now we're gonna add grime.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I like to take risks. Like I like to be, and I want to be an artist of people that not everyone's going to relate to every single song. However, none of my songs sound the same. And even for this new, like, it's almost like this mixtape that I somehow will at the end find a way to make into a full circle when they're all their own world. But like, I think my writing is very much like books. Like, it's cover to cover for each song. And I think moving forward too, like there's some rap in there. There's a lot of pop. There's some just me and guitar. There's some like crazy. There's some crazy shit. A lot of vocals, choirs actually on this one now. So like, it's just been like, I'm really now to be in like with Warner, and I have the resources to really take it there. So best believe we're going there.
Hey man, I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm definitely gonna be watching from the far and just supporting you on the back end.
I appreciate it.
And I definitely want you to shout out your social media, how the fans can find you. Music.
At Bren Joy on Instagram, at Bren Joy everywhere else, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Bren Joy on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. My album's called Twenties, out right now. Yeah. That's all I got.
Man, I'm glad we had this little sister talk right now, man.
I appreciate it.
Nice meeting you. And this DJIceberg.com before the fame, and we out.